Welcome, football fans, and thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Hype. We are live across Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Uh, be sure to follow us on YouTube. Search USFL Network. We got some possible giveaways coming up soon, so make sure you go ahead and subscribe so we know that you're following us. Um, of course, our shout out to RoyalRetros.com. They are the king of retro. Enter USFL Network. Uh, I'm sorry, USFL
At
Network
checkout.
at checkout for your for 10% off of your purchase. So thank you, Ace. Also, a really nice shout out to the USFL Network podcast. They did go ahead and shout out our boy Ace for the work he's done with the Gamblers. So shout out to them. You can check out their Twitter and all their videos. So that was nice of them to give us that shout out. Joining me tonight, as always, is the gambling man, Ace himself. Ace, where can you be found?
I can be found on Twitter and Instagram. Both are the same handle. It's at Pocket Aces _ USFL, which is under my face.
Beautiful. And the Breaker Nation man himself, he's riding that no low wave.
Yep,
We got Webb. Webb, where can we find you?
On Twitter, on NOLA Breakdown, and at USFL Network Web on Twitter.
Beautiful. Sounds great. All right. It's time to giddy up, fellas.
Giddy
Want to
up.
go ahead and introduce our guest tonight? It is Mr. Bobby Holly.
Yes,
Bobby,
sir.
how we doing, man?
How y'all doing?
We are
Pretty
great.
good. How y'all about yourself?
I'm fantastic. Like I said before we went on air, you are jacked, so we're jacked for this interview.
I am too. I had to get an extra pump in for it.
Well, we appreciate that. So, Bobby, with a lot of these interviews, I like to start back at the beginning of your career. So back in high school, you were at Union Parish Prep. You were
Yes, sir.
there you go. You were a state champion in football, but behind the scenes, you got into powerlifting. And I was wondering
Right.
what made you get into the lifting aspect more.
Well, the thing about that was I was when I first got into high school, I was a big basketball guy. So my coach told me, "Hey, Bobby, just come powerlift with me for 1 year." And the thing about that is it just builds up your strength for the season. So I wasn't only competing; I was just getting stronger for my next football season.
Okay, so it kind of went hand in hand.
Yeah.
But I also saw that back in high school, your max that you hit on powerlift was a 625. But I only saw since high school. So what are we at now?
624. Well, I want to say about 2-3 weeks ago, I ended up pulling 615. So that's not too bad for a few years out of powerlifting. So I think right now, if I really train it, I could get up to about 650 on some deadlifts.
Jesus.
Not too bad.
Chase,
Not too bad.
Chasing 700.
Yeah, I was going to throw that up tomorrow when I go to the gym. 615, not too bad.
Hey, Bobby, as Ace mentioned before, you won state championships in high school.
Right.
As a junior, and then as a senior, you were an all-state, first-team all-state. What positions
Yes,
were you
sir.
playing in high school?
My main position in high school was tight end. I was mostly a blocking tight end, but you gotta have the hands. You gotta have both of them. So I could do a little catching. I can do a lot of blocking, and they threw me in that defensive end. A lot of people wanted me to play linebacker in high school, but that's just they needed me on that offense, so I just play into the system.
I hear you. So in college, you played all the positions as well.
Right.
Blocking, catching the ball, running the ball, special teams. Do you think that's part of the reason why Coach Holtz chose you?
Most definitely, because I like I said, I can do it all. I saw they had me listed as running back, tight end, fullback. They said just go ahead and put athlete in there. I'll take that athlete title.
All right, sounds good.
Man, I don't know a single team in the USFL that can't take an athlete, especially with the smaller roster sizes. But I've heard that you prefer pancaking people over scoring points.
Most definitely. That's the thing about me. I'm playing fullback. You don't get all the flash and the glam. You get out there and you put some hard work in, and you let the running backs and the QBs and the receivers do all that. I like to hit people, man.
We like watching you hit people. And honestly, my best friend growing up was a left tackle, so I really do appreciate a good pancake. So I like that. Going into more of a blocking role, is that what you're seeing as far as, schemes and stuff for the USFL with the Stallions?
I believe so. Coach knows my background. He knows that I like to get under guys and I like to move guys out of the way. So whatever I can do to open up some holes for our RBs, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Okay. Well, you say you prefer blocking, but I heard that two of your favorite plays that you had in college, you actually did score. And I think my man Hype here has them queued up and that we can play them right now.
Yes, I do. Let me go ahead and throw that out there for us so we can see Bobby Holly in action here.
Man,
No. Like the fight was incredible right there.
It was. I counted. I think I got hit by at least three guys, three guys on that play. But I mean, it was fine. I mean, I was determined. That was my first touchdown in the
That was
Joe
right.
ever, and I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic.
I'm glad I found that shot too.
with plays like that, man, you were destined for the next level. But in 2019, your pro day was canceled. What was the whole situation, and what did you do to overcome it?
Well, the thing about it was, I had a lot of people in my corner. I had my coaches from my high school, and we got connected with a couple, another high school that was down in my town that had some turf field. So we just got to work after that. It wasn't going to stop us. We just continued working, we continued training, and we got like a kind of a makeshift pro day. And we got out there and we got some good film put out.
Nice. Ace.
Well, I heard that.
So
I heard that since COVID happened, canceled your pro day, and also a lot of gyms closed down.
Right.
That you actually were using gym equipment of your neighbors. Can you explain how that came into being and what exactly they had?
Well, and I'm not gonna lie to you, the most I had a resistance band. I had I can't remember how much it was. It was a barbell. I think it's like 40, 45 pounds. But I would pop the resistance band on the barbell, do some curls, do some squats. If you go on my Twitter, you can see I was pulling my truck. I was doing anything that I could to be prepared for my pro day that was coming up.
Well, I actually wanted to bring that up earlier. What exactly is the story behind pulling the 5,000-pound Chevy Silverado?
Well, I was kind of getting bored with the bands, and I was kind of getting bored with the bands and the curls, and I started with a four-wheeler, just pulling it. I'm like, okay, that's too easy, So I was like, all right, just strap these straps on my truck, and let's see how far I can pull it. And it just took off from there. I just had to incorporate that a couple days a week.
It's hard to find the 625-pound resistance bands. So if you're like 5,000-pound Silverado, next step.
Most definitely.
That makes sense to me. But
it was some good work, though. It was some good work, I promise you.
I can only imagine. Like, I've never pulled that truck. But, you missed your pro day because of COVID, but you still ended up getting signed to the LA Chargers later on. And you were given the number 41, which personally is one of my favorite numbers ever.
Definitely.
And that's the same number that Lorenzo Neal had when he helped LT get his rush record. And I was just wondering, did you know the history behind that? And what did it mean to you to be able to get that number?
I did. And they talked about it day in and day out. And I told them once I get out there, I'm going to wear that number with pride. That was the stamp on it. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to wear that number with pride.
Dude, that's awesome. You still have like a 41 jersey? You got it framed somewhere?
Hey, I got a couple of them put up somewhere.
That's awesome. So speaking of the NFL, I heard in an interview that you said your dream pancakes would be Jalen Ferguson of the Ravens or Von Miller, now of the Buffalo Bills. Which one specifically would you rather lay out?
See, that was a big debate right there. But with me, it would have to be Jay Furry because I'm telling you, me and him, when I say we went at it at practice day in and day out, he got me a few more times than I got him. So I got I gotta one up him sooner or later.
I respect the fact that you admit that he got you a couple
Oh
times.
yeah, I could take my losses. I could take my losses, but I tell you what, I'm gonna come back for my wins though.
Okay.
That's great. All right, Bobby, we got a recurrent segment that we like to call Webb's Rapid Incoming Breakdown. It's 4 fast questions, not necessarily football related, but just give us the first thing that pops to your mind.
Gotcha.
All right. So skydiving or rock climbing, freestyle, no harnesses. Which one would you rather do?
Skydiving.
Have you gone skydiving?
I haven't. I would be terrified, but I can do the skydiving.
What would you be doing if football wasn't an option?
Personal training, actually. Personal training. That's something I'm.
Yeah, makes sense.
That makes sense.
Training. That's something I'm really big into. I love to help people. You can't put a price on getting in shape. You can't put a price on your health.
I got you. All right, this one's a little. So you're creating a musical festival. It's the Bobby Holly Music Fest. Who's the 3 headliners? Who's the performing acts?
I'm gonna have to go with Drake. I'm an old school guy, so I'm gonna have to throw. If I can get the Temptations in there, I'm gonna have them do them a little something in there.
Wow.
And my last one would have to be J. Cole. I love J. Cole.
All right.
There we go.
Good show. And my last one is best spot to have fun in Ruston, Louisiana. Where's your go-to spot?
Oh God, Walmart. No, Ruston's a small town, but I really enjoy going to Sundown. It's a small spot. Got great food, got great service, got great people, and you'll always have a great time up there.
Awesome. Thanks.
Well, my next question was going to be about the Silverado, so I'm going to give it back over to Webb.
So we talked about the Silverado, and you literally could do it all. And we bet that you're going to do it for the Stallions, especially with Coach Holtz, who's familiar with you. How's the process been so far in preseason and training since the supplemental draft?
It's been smooth and easy. I mean, been conversating back and forth with me and Coach. They have a great plan for me down there, and I'm just ready to get down there and work into the system. I'm ready to work into the system.
So are you saying that Skip Holtz and the Stallions and you guys are going to run a little smash mouth football?
That's what we're planning on doing. We already have that great chemistry, that great connection. So I feel like it's going to take this team a long way. It's going to take our team a long way.
Nice. All right.
Well, in my research on you, I was sorry to read about your mother passing away from breast cancer your freshman year of college, but I saw that you became a massive advocate for breast cancer awareness. And I just thought, I wanted to hear from you how you use football to help spread word on your cause that you've become so passionate about.
Well, actually, yesterday I went and spoke at a elementary school, and they had some troubled kids there, and I tell them, don't ever let your circumstances define you, because seeing what I've been through, a lot of people would believe like this guy should have given up a long time ago, But one thing my mom told me in her last days, I mean, with everything she was going through, she just looked at me, my brother, my sister, and just told us to be happy. And, that's kind of something, it would be tough for somebody to say something like that with everything she was going through at that time. So people always talk about my smile. I keep this smile on my face each and every day, because if she can smile and be happy through everything she was going through, then there's no way I can. With everything I've been blessed with throughout my 24 years of life.
Man, that is absolutely beautiful. And I just wondered, it did happen your freshman year in college. And I remember my freshman year, it's hard to be away from home, and it's hard to go through, just college, let alone circumstances like that. What really helped you? Was football a way to escape, get away, or how did you handle the whole situation?
Well, the thing about that was, like you hear it all the time at Louisiana Tech. We're about brotherhood, and not only did I have my family 30 minutes down the road that had my back, I had a team of 120 guys. That was also my family. So they wrapped their arms around me and pulled me through that. And I still can't thank them enough for that.
Man, that is awesome. And, Louisiana Tech doesn't get enough hype about football, but I think they got a pretty good
Right.
team over there. And they had a
Most
good
definitely.
coach, but now he's over at the Stallions. And my last
Sure.
question about that was, the season, it's the spring league, so it doesn't go through October, but will we maybe see some pink equipment on you out there?
Say that one more time. It lost a little bit of connection.
Sorry, man. So the league is in the spring and it doesn't run into October, but I was wondering if we'd
Right.
still see some pink equipment on you out there.
Oh, most definitely. As long
That's
as coach
awesome.
allows it, I'm going to have it out there.
That's absolutely awesome.
That's awesome.
So back to football, everybody kind of noticed during the draft, first in the main draft and then in the supplemental, that Coach Holtz, it seemed like he was drafting a lot of guys who played for him in college. How many
Right.
guys total are on the team that you played with specifically?
As far as I know, 2. That's my quarterback, Jamar, and offensive lineman, O'Shea.
Okay. And then I'm glad you brought up Jamar because, he did draft Alex Magoo, but then he went and he got Jamar. And Webb and I have a show where we debate, and we ranked the 8 quarterbacks, and we ranked Alex Magoo a little lower because we think that Jamar may take over and become the starter. Do you
Most
see
definitely.
that happening? What do you think? I mean, you played with him.
Well, the thing about that is, I know they have 2 on the roster, but it's gonna be a heck of a fight. It's gonna be a heck of a fight. I feel like both of those guys are gonna get in there and compete, and whoever shows that they deserve that position, that's who's gonna have it at the end of the day. But like I said, we have that chemistry already. And if that's the way it plays out, then it's gonna be a sight to see.
No, honestly, I don't know what Coach Holtz was doing over there at Louisiana Tech, but he was recruiting athletes, man. Like
Yes, sir.
you and Jamar, watching your highlights over there in college were wild. So I'm excited to see how you guys do with the Stallions.
Most definitely.
Web hype, you guys got anything?
Well, I mean, I just wanted to go ahead and bring it back because I did quite a bit of research. So I did. I mean, I tried. So going back to the time with the Chargers, you were like you were like an instant fan favorite. I don't know if you knew that, but I don't know if you heard that, around town, but you were pretty big as far as, being the instant fan favorite and just overall, everyone was excited for you to be a Charger. Like, how was the feeling, when that time, or that call came where you weren't moving on?
It was devastating to tell you the truth. Because like with me, I don't go off predictions. Like, I truly believe what's meant to happen will happen, and but I do feel like I should have won that position, But you can't go off of that. But when I got that call that day, like I said, I was devastated because I always see the fans, I see the posts, I see all that, but you can never really feed into all of that. But like I said, my time out there was a great time, and I had an amazing time. I met a lot of great guys, and I put some really good workout on that field. So, like I said, I was devastated when I heard it, but I just knew that my career wasn't over. I just felt like that was just it was a minor setback for a major comeback. So.
And I feel the same way. That's why I brought it up. I feel that you should have, won that position and won that job. We should see you in the NFL now. So I just wanted to bring that up. And it just gives you more motivation moving forward in the USFL. This is your stepping stone. This is your platform to prove once again that you do belong. And of course, this is going to be your overall goal going back to the NFL. But I think, with this next season coming up, they can see what they passed it on, and hopefully they'll take you where you're needed, and that's pretty much on all 32 NFL teams. Who cannot use somebody like you? I mean, they got to watch the film. You pulled a Chevy Silverado, so right there, you'd be number one guy right there. So you'd be good to go.
I gotta one up it. I gotta pull something a little heavier next time. Maybe get me back in that.
I want to see an F-250 next time. I'm a Ford guy, so let's see an F-250.
All right, say less.
Now you're getting ready to travel though, no? Soon?
Yes, Yes, sir. I'm going to be heading out Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning. Okay.
Oh, how far is the drive from you? Because you're not too far compared to some of the other players.
Yeah, it's about a 5.5 hour drive, so it's not too bad. I've made longer trips for sure.
Yeah, that's not too bad at all. We heard some players, they're like, yeah, I'm going with another player on the team. We're splitting the gas. It's 12 hours. I was like, that's tough. But
Coach asked me the other day, was I flying? I'm like, no, I can make that drive.
you're like,
Even
no,
now,
I gotta
you
go to
sure?
Colorado.
Are we sure though? Come
No,
Tuesday, we don't know.
I switched it up a little bit. I ended up getting me a Challenger, so it's a lot better on gas than that Silverado. I can say the least.
And if it
I was
breaks
gonna
down,
s-
it's much easier to pull than the Silverado.
exactly.
There we go.
Just have those resistance bands in the trunk and be good to go.
Most definitely.
That's awesome. So we heard from some other players about the kind of preseason schedule with training camp and then a scrimmage coming up. Do you guys have do you know who you're going to play? I think it's something April 7th.
We're not entirely sure yet. I haven't heard anything about it, but once we get down there, I'm planning on getting down there around 12 or so. So we're going to meet up with the coaches, and I'm pretty sure they'll have their information ready for us.
Oh, when you find out about the scrimmage, if you're allowed to tell us, we would love it if you reached out and let us know, because that would be super cool to hear.
Most definitely.
When you got anything?
Well, I just want to know, you're playing in that first game. You planning to lay a few pancake blocks in that first game of the USFL history, the new USFL?
The first thing I told my coach, I said, listen, coach, I ain't hit somebody in a long time. So I'm ready to hit somebody.
I'm excited. After getting to know you a little bit and watching your film and everything, I'm excited. You're the first game, so I just want to see one hit on that first play. Just
like I said, I'm an old school player. I watch those old school players. I watch them, how they move guys out of the way. Like I said, at fullback, you don't have to be on the block for 30 seconds. You just got to move that guy out the way and give your running back some room.
I got you. All right, Bobby. Thanks.
Man, fullback is such an underappreciated position. I absolutely love it. Growing up, my dad always told me the toughest guy on the field is a fullback. And so I think looking at you, he was probably pretty right. So I look forward to it. What's your prediction for the final score of the first game between you guys and the Generals?
Oh, we're trying to get out there and put at least 30 up. 30 up. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Right.
But we're trying. I want to start this season off right.
All right, so we got a prediction on one side. It's going to be 32 question mark. All right.
Question mark.
Hopefully less than 30. We'll see.
I got a couple of things too. Within the research, you had mentioned your favorite play was the ISO. And the ISO, off the tackle, was it? You called it Richie. What did they call it at La Tech? Was it Richie or something like that?
Richie Rock. Yeah, Richie Rock. There's right off the tackle, just slamming down, and it's just right at the point of contact. I mean, you don't have much leeway. Either you're gonna win or I'm gonna win. So I'm gonna try to make sure I win most of the time.
Yeah, definitely.
All the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Just take a couple losses and learn from them. Tweak the way you go at it.
I just want to hit somebody. I just want to see you hit.
Those DPs better line up.
Just
fuck up on the defensive line. I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'll tell you what.
You're also the first Stallion to come on the show, so we appreciate that. So
yes,
definitely. Thank you for accepting the invite. And we had
no problem at all.
No, absolutely, definitely. We had Toby Johnson on from the Generals, and we had mentioned to him that he'd be in the first game. So
he didn't even know.
He didn't even know.
He didn't even know it was the first game.
He's on the other side, so you might end up, clashing. We don't know. It would be nice to see, though, huh? Like two guys we've had on our show.
Two guys that we've had on go head to head.
Even like
we'll see. We'll see if we can make that happen. Tell Coach to dial up a little play for me.
We're going right down the middle. Dive,
right down the middle.
Lead block with Bobby.
That's the way we like to do it.
Tell the center to sidestep, let him hit the DT. All right.
Yeah, just let me hit everybody. I'll take the OD line. I got a lot of hitting to do, so that's for sure. Just let me just start down the line. Go from the line, second level, third level. We're gonna take it all on.
My gosh.
Now, I wanted to touch base really quick on like the NFL times and things like that. Not particular with the Chargers, but as far as like favorite players and things like that, I read somewhere about maybe a George Kittle.
Right.
Like,
So I love it. I love his style of play. When he gets his hands on you, he got you. You know. So I love his physical style of play, but he can also run routes, catch the ball. He can do it all. So that's what I like to see.
now, do you still want to swap jerseys? Have you been able to do that? Like, stay in contact with him at all, or?
No, not really. We like I said, my time out there was short. I didn't really like if we would have got some preseason games, I would have loved to get in the preseason game and meet some of those other guys. But we just due to COVID, we just didn't have that opportunity. So it was a very devastating time, but we'll get there soon though.
Yeah, COVID definitely delayed many lives and crushed many dreams. So I mean, but we're here now. So, and you're getting your shot. So hopefully you can literally break down that wall, whoever's in front of you, and get back to the NFL. Definitely. Guys, you got anything for Mr. Holly?
Well, I just appreciate the fact that, he says that he's old school Smash Mouth, and he really backs it up with the way he plays. And then even the way his, who he would jersey swap with, George Kittle, he's talking about, I love the way he plays, and starts talking about blocking when literally every other person that you're going to talk to is immediately talking about, him catching passes and stuff. Because, Bobby, you love your craft. You love the blocking aspect, the physicality of the game. And I think that is so cool. So just thanks for being you.
Exactly.
Oh, no problem at all. You gotta have that guy on the team that's gonna not run from contact.
Yeah.
And you feel comfortable with all the positions that you're marked as? We have fullback, running back, tight end. Like you said, just go ahead and put an athlete down. You can pretty much, do whatever, like a Cordell Stewart type, all over the place. Yeah. So you're feeling pretty comfortable?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I did it all at Tech. And I think Coach knows that. So that's why they didn't just put athlete. They just wanted to go ahead and let them know what all I could do. Special teams. They should just put special teams on there also.
Yeah. They were like, how much space do we have to write positions? Fair enough. Maybe we make a new card for Bobby.
Definitely. All over the place. I mean, we're definitely excited to see, especially, the inaugural game against the Generals, getting to know you, doing the research. I'm really excited to see you now moving forward, to seeing what you're going to bring to the table. And I know it's something fierce. It's got to, look at those arms. It's just ridiculous. Dude, I just can't believe how jacked you are. It's just amazing.
Just a few extra curls.
Hype's like, I don't remember the last time I held a curl bar.
No, maybe a cheese curl, but I was just handing it off to them. I can't even have dairy, but that was the closest curl that I can curl up. Well, I mean, towards the end, Bobby, again, I want to thank you so much for being on. Towards around this time of the interview, the live, that we like to go ahead and give you the floor. We like to go ahead and give you this platform, because this is all about you guys. You guys take the time out of your busy schedules. You can definitely be doing something else. You can be curling, you can be squatting, whatever whatever the case may be. We like to go ahead and pulling trucks, but we just want to go ahead and give you this time to whatever you shout outs, any words of wisdom. I know you mentioned that you did visit a school yesterday, but the floor is yours in this part of the interview. You can say whatever you like, whatever's on your mind, and it's just it's Bobby Holly, speaking to whomever. So if you want to go ahead and.
Oh well, I just want to thank y'all for having me on again. This has been an amazing time. Seriously, it's been a really amazing time, and just to the Stallions fans, like, let's giddy up. We ready to take this season on. We're ready to get out there. We're ready to start this thing off the right way.
Definitely. Guys, anything?
I'm good. I'm ready for
good?
Football now.
I am ready, man.
I'm ready for football now.
We're less than 30 days out. I mean, I know they just came out with that graphic a few days ago, but I mean, I wish it was this weekend, next week, and I know we got March Madness, but
Man, we're getting close. I couldn't be more excited, like, honestly.
Yeah.
So
we have so much going on as far as like, we talk to you guys and things like that, and we use this platform so guys, fans out there can get to know somebody like you. I mean, they may not know the backstory or the background where you've come from and things like that. And we like to bring guys on to show them, who, you are, where you've come from, what the work that you've put in, because that's what we do all day long. It's either Twitter, it's Facebook, it's YouTube that we go ahead and research, and it just gives us, the opportunity to show everyone that does watch and follow us, who you really are. So hopefully they took in some good notes, and they'll see that Holly jersey. Have you gotten a number yet? Do you know of?
I'm gonna take it back to my high school days. I'm gonna bring out the 44.
44.
Nice.
All right. So look for number 44 with the Stallions, guys. Game 1. It's going to be, I'm pumped. I mean, I may not look it, but I am excited. I'm like a little kid inside right now. So I don't, as the USFL network, I don't actually have a team, but I mean, you're one of my favorites, honestly, personally. So, I know where we're looking for somebody to cover the Stallions, but you might have gotten one in myself. So I don't know. Bobby's gotten me a fan right there. So
there you go.
I don't know, man. But Bobby, thank you so much for coming on once again. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule. Safe travels, of course. Yeah, it was a great talking to you. Great get to know you. And of course, if you do have the time throughout the season or during the off season, if you can come back on, give us a few minutes of your time, we'd appreciate that. But we'll definitely keep in touch on Twitter and things like that. And of course, follow Bobby Holly on Twitter at Bobby Holly. So, Bobby, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. This was fun.
All right, no problem at all. I'm about to go. Find this. What was F-250?
F-250.
I'm about to go find me F-250 real quick.
All right, guys. For everyone that's watching Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, thank you all for tuning in, and please go subscribe to our USFL network on YouTube. We're gonna have a giveaway at some point, so it's all about subscribing. So, Bobby, thank you once again. You have a great night, and hope to hear from you soon. And good luck moving forward. You take care, man.
All right, y'all be good now.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right.